Nice to meet you guys. Azad Right. Let's get it.
All right.
Uh,
Um, so right off the bat, just like, how did you get into the music industry? Like, what was it that inspired you to become a rapper?
Well, my dad's a poet. He's been a poet for the better half, or actually, majority of his life. Um, and I've been writing for a good 16 years. I was selling journals to my family members even when I was younger. So, um, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Um, is there any like single like songwriter or rapper that just has inspired you in the game?
Yeah, Nas and Jay-Z, I'd say are my two biggest influences. As far as Nas is a poet and just the way he puts words together, it's very elegant. You could just tell, he's more of a writer, and Jay-Z's just clever and has the charisma of a star, and I feel like he's very consistent as well.
Yeah, I feel you. Does the fact that you're from a Middle Eastern descent affect your music, do you feel like?
And not at all. I was raised in Venice and Santa Monica, which are they're like the melting pots of Los Angeles. I was raised with predominantly African Americans and Hispanics. My producers, he's half Puerto Rican, half Guatemalan, and the people I've rapped with my entire life, or are African American, and the open mics, the performances, studio. I've never really gotten into that, the Iranian side of my life actually. So I've been black sheep kind of.
Cool. So what song that you've written has inspired you and like really affected you most deeply? Like you feel you can like relate most to that you put the most work
Um, I definitely say spider webs. I made that song after my last breakup, and she was always telling me that she couldn't believe that I wouldn't take any focus or any attention off of my music to give it to her. Like my first and only priority in my life still and was back then music, getting heard, getting out there. And I just feel like she couldn't accept that. And that still plagued me, right now. My girlfriend, always tells me, she's like, you're never gonna fall in love until you let yourself go, let your guard down. So.
Ah, that's cool. Yeah, we saw that you really stepped it up in that song. Do you see yourself like going big and just continuing to get better and better in the future?
Yeah, I'm working on this project, The Road to Peace. I actually have the mixtape. It's predominantly, hip hop shit. It's more sample orientated, and that's almost done. And then my album, Peace of Mind. I probably shouldn't say this, but that's also pretty much done. And right now we're just working on getting this investor on board, and just there's a lot of big things to come in the future. I'm opening up for Tiny Tempa in a couple of weeks. I'm going to New York to finish both projects and shoot videos in June after I graduate from UC Irvine. So yeah,
And when can we expect to see like some new songs drop?
I've been dropping songs, almost every other week. I've
yeah, I
Yeah,
got a
actually,
lot of them up on the site.
yeah, I've dropped songs. I think two of the past 3 weeks. You're not gonna get anything from me this week, but next week you'll get two more. You'll continue to get an original and a cover bi-weekly until the next video, and then after that it'll be you'll hear a song called "Winds of Change," and the week after that song will be the drop of the mixtape. So yeah,
is it a struggle just keep putting out songs, or do you just love it because you're just putting out music?
no, I love it. I feel like I'm feeding the fans. Like we've really been getting a good amount of feedback on the material. Like Spiderwebs just broke 30K. It's like 33K now. And it's exponentially just growing in terms of views, and people have already reached out to me in terms of collaborations and everything like that. So while I'm working on settling my situation with management, I'm putting together what I think is going to be solid music for the fans.
Is there any artist that you'd really like to do a collaboration with?
Yeah, I definitely I definitely want to work with J. Cole. Um, I think he's an incredible rapper, a great producer. He has a good ear for music. Um, as far as, you know, damn, I mean, Frank Ocean, you know, he's amazing. The Weeknd, and that's really it right now. I mean, I'm not really. Oh, Kendrick Lamar, he's fucking incredible. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. All right. So if you had to say your favorite song out there right now, just a random song, could be indie, hip hop, whatever, just like song that you're feeling the hardest right now.
My favorite song right now is called Roads by Portishead. And for you other rappers out there, producers out there, don't try to sample that song because I already did for the intro to my mixtape. So look out for that.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, man.
Um, so just to wrap it up because we're running out of time. Is there anything you'd just like to say out to the listeners of FilthySlaps.com?
Yeah, I wanna thank you guys over at Filthy Slaps for supporting me. You know, this is the beginning of my career, and I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna, blow up on you and forget about you. Like, I personally reach out to all the blogs myself, and I stay in contact. As you know, personally, I've been emailing you guys and trying to stay on top of this. So, please keep supporting me and expect some good music, man. And it's
All
gonna
right,
be consistency.
thank you. All right,
Yeah, man.
much
Thanks
appreciated.
for coming out.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
All right,
Peace.
later.